Good afternoon. Welcome to the special called City Commission meeting for Tuesday, February 20th. If you would, please rise with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Can we have a call for attendance, please?
Commissioner Vowles is not here yet. Commissioner Thomas?
Here.
Commissioner Pruitt?
Here.
Commissioner Witt?
Here.
Mayor State?
Here. First up on the agenda is a presentation for the 20-year service award.
William Luke Mullis. Luke started his employment with the City of Henderson as a meter reader for the Finance Department on February 16, 2004. He promoted into his current position, utility servicer, on September 22, 2008. Luke has always been a dependable employee who shows up for work every day and rarely takes a sick day. Luke is very family-oriented with a daughter, a son, and several grandchildren that he loves spending time with, even participating in karate classes with his oldest granddaughter. Luke is a very quiet individual, but is also a jokester who is known to play innocent jokes on other employees. He once played a joke on a fellow servicer who was scared to death of snakes. He found a huge snake skin and put it in the servicer's toolbox. It took a while, but it was finally determined Luke was the culprit. He is also known for his delicious homemade cookies and brownies. The city appreciates Luke's dedication, loyalty, and service, and we are happy to have him with us today to thank him for his hard work and dedication to the city with the presentation of this 20-year service award pin and throw blanket.
Here's your 20-year service pin, and here's the brand new City of Henderson throw blankets that we're also. Most importantly, thank you so much. 20 years service to the city, it's going to be good for you and be good for us. We really appreciate it. Do you want to say any words to the commission?
Luke, you got 20 years. Y'all say something. 20 years. That's a long time.
You feel old saying out loud. I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, next up on the agenda, we have a consent agenda.
We have resolution number 07-24, resolution approving human resources report dated February 20th, 2024. Resolution 08-24, resolution approving reallocation request for Cleaner Water Program grant, and the mayor is authorized to execute all necessary documents. And municipal order 13-24, municipal order approving utility relocation keep cost agreement between the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, Department of Highways, and the City of Henderson and Henderson Municipal Gas.
Thank you. Before we get a motion, do we have any item that a commissioner would like to pull for further discussion? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to approve, please.
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Witt,
Aye.
Mayor Staten.
Aye. Next up, we have a second reading for an ordinance amending job classification and pay plan. Excuse me.
Ordinance number 03-24, ordinance amending job classifications and pay plan. An ordinance approving amendment to job classifications and pay plan for reclassifying the position of Public Information Officer to Public Relations Director.
Do we have a motion to approve?
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any comments, questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Witt,
Aye.
Mayor Staten.
Aye. Next up, we have a second reading of an ordinance amending Chapter 6 for animals.
We have the one for the amending the budget for that position.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, they're together on this line. Sorry, yes. And next up, we have an ordinance amending fiscal year 2024 budget.
Ordinance number 04-24, ordinance amending portion of City of Henderson budget. Ordinance amending City of Henderson budgeted positions and job classifications of the 2023 through 2024 budget for certain non-hazardous positions in the administration department.
Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any comments, questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Vowles,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Witt,
Aye.
Mayor Staten.
Aye. Next up, we have a second reading for an ordinance amending Chapter 6 for animals.
Ordinance number 05-24, ordinance amending Chapter 6 Animals, Article 2 Dogs. An ordinance amending Chapter 6 Animals, Article 2 Dogs of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Henderson by revising Section 6-24 Running at Large, adding Section 6-27 Sanitary Disposal of Dog Feces, and adding Section 6-28 Dog Parks.
Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Vowles,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Witt,
Aye.
Mayor Staten.
Aye. Next up, we have a resolution, but before we read the resolution, I'm going to do something a little out of the ordinary for this particular meeting, and I want to open things up to the commission for discussion. We have a resolution on the docket to accept the Planning Commission's findings of fact relating to Braxton Park subdivision. Before Marie reads that, and if we choose to move forward and take a motion, I wanted to open it up to commissioner comments about how you feel we should proceed. If we should proceed with reading the amendment, or if we should proceed with entertaining a hearing on this matter. Go ahead.
I've heard of a few people that have got in touch with me, and I think for the citizens of Braxton Park that we should let anybody speak that wants to speak. This is their government, and if they've got some issues, we want to hear them.
Thank you, Commissioner Pruitt.
I'm on the same page. Let's go ahead and have a hearing and hear everybody out. Let everybody have their fair shake.
Commissioner Witt?
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I don't have a problem with that. Do you want to have a hearing? Happy to. Well,
I am very conflicted on this particular issue. On the one hand, I don't want people who would like to do development in the city to encounter any extra obstacles. I feel like that might be sending the wrong message to people who want to do business in Henderson. On the other hand, I also think that the Planning Commission did a very good job with its hearing. And so I certainly don't want the commission to make it a habit of hearing appeals to the decision, especially one that was a 7-2 decision. I respect the Planning Commission and the board for the Planning Commission and what they do for our city, and I don't think that they did anything wrong in this matter. However, I also agree with what you all are saying in this particular instance, is that we have a group of people in the community who have a voice, who would like us to hear it, and I'm inclined to want to go that direction also. So if we are going to move that direction, then I would suggest that we not read this resolution today, and instead I'd like to ask our city attorney to work with the courts, get a court reporter, and do whatever else is necessary and get a hearing scheduled. We're not going to entertain any comments today because those comments would need to be saved for when we have representation from both sides. If we're going to move forward with a hearing, then we're going to have an actual hearing, and that will be the place where the people can tell us what your feelings are about the results and what your arguments are for or against it. And so I think we are going to, it sounds like, according to what you all said, that we're going to move forward with a hearing. We'll get one scheduled, and we'll make sure that the people in Braxton Park and also the developers know when that additional hearing is going to be. So we will move on to the first reading for an ordinance amending the 2023-2024 budgeted position and job classification.
We have ordinance number 06-24, ordinance amending portion of City of Henderson budget. Ordinance amending City of Henderson budgeted positions and job classifications of the 2023 through 2024 budget for certain non-hazardous positions in the finance department.
Do we have a motion to approve? Do we have a second? Any comments, questions, suggestions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Vowles? Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt?
Aye.
Commissioner Witt?
Aye.
Mayor Staten?
Aye. You'll notice on your agenda, the next item, the ordinance for amending official zoning map. That was a tag-on to the agenda for if we were to have voted on the resolution accepting the Planning Commission's findings today. The action that we took in terms of moving forward with a hearing is going to render that a moot point, and we will not read that specific ordinance on today's agenda. Moving on, we've got a municipal order awarding the bid for the sports complex field lighting.
Municipal order number 14-24, municipal order awarding bid for the purchase and installation of LED field lighting at the Henderson Sports Complex to Dyke Brothers Lumber and Construction Company Incorporated of Evansville, Indiana, in the amount of $1,125,850.
Anytime someone approaches the podium, I feel like they have something to say. So, Dylan, if you want to fill us in a little bit about this before we do a motion.
Yeah, well, Buzzy gave me the head nod, so I took that I was supposed to come up. So, yes, sir. So what we're recommending for award is the 1.125 and some change million. And I would just like to say, last week we went to fiscal court and they actually approved the base bid amount. So we've already talked with them; they've already approved this. So they've agreed to reimburse us for the 1.05 and some change. So really, our out of pocket expenses for this, it wouldn't be reimbursed, would be about $72,000. And this has always been part of the project since we had first brought the initial contract. We gave some potential add-ons. This was one of the ones that was at the top of the list, and the price has actually came back lower than what we had anticipated because it was actually bid with the original contract and it came back at about 1.25. So we're happy with the bid price and even more grateful and thankful for our partnership with the county that they've been willing to help us out on it.
Can you expand a little bit about what the county has done in this case?
Yeah, so the bid award is for lighting of 4 baseball, softball fields, and then 1 multi-purpose field. So we had been talking with them for a while. You know, we're selling naming rights, and we had talked about different parts of the project that we were going to try and help sponsor. But specifically with them, we went to them and asked if they might be willing to kind of adopt a piece of the project. And so the lighting, when we met with the judge, that was always a piece that, as a baseball guy himself, that was a necessity that we needed. And if it weren't for their involvement, then that would mean that something else that we think is a need at this complex would probably have to go unfunded. And so we've talked with them, and they've agreed. They have voted to reimburse us. So basically how that'll work is we are going to award the contract, assuming you all vote to approve this, and then we will be responsible for the project management, the construction management, and then once the project is complete and we've paid the contractor, we will submit a reimbursement request to the county, which they have already approved.
Gotcha. Thank you. And before we have any more questions, can I go ahead and get a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
Do we have a second? Does anyone else have any comments or questions for Dylan or about this particular item?
Have we dealt with these guys before?
So Dyke Brothers, we have. Buzzy, I don't know. I'm familiar with them. I can't think of which project we've worked on with them before, but
They do a lot of work for the water utility. What they will do, they're the general contractor, and then they will sub out probably some of the specialty things that come along with the product we're buying. But I think the other interesting thing that y'all should be aware of is there was an option in the bid to provide live streaming of the ball games, which in today's world is the new and greatest thing for people that cannot attend ball games, their grandparents.
Work, yeah.
So it's,
That's gonna be
I
nice.
think that's going to be a real asset.
yeah, and that is one that was alternate one, which is what we're recommending. So that's the difference between the base bid and the total contract price. This contract, so the base contract, the contract that we've awarded DART, it already included running all the conduits for all the lighting and stuff. This bid package is specifically for the poles, the foundations, the pulling of the wire. There will be another minimal additional cost that we will come to you all later with some of the other changes with the bigger contract, which will include the conduit for that vision. But this $72,000, that's for the actual wiring, the infrastructure, the technology. And the great thing about these lights, Musco is the brand that that was quoted, and they are completely remote, controllable. You can control them from your phone. You can put timers on them. They will monitor them if there's ever an issue. I think they come with a 25-year warranty that they'll come out and replace the light. So we're getting a good product.
And Dylan, I wanted to ask a question in the public meeting. So I had someone ask me last night about lighting and how we are looking at potential light pollution and how we're looking to be good neighbors. Can you tell us what we've done the last meeting, and in addition to that, what other steps we're taking to make sure that that is going to be something we keep under control?
Yeah, so with the nature of LED lighting as they are, we're going away from the old style lights. They are definitely programmed and designed in such a way that they don't pollute. They don't have any light pollution leaving the site. And then the other thing about this is between our fields, the field that will be closest to other adjacent homes that are in the area, there's a parking lot between that field and the road, and then on the other side of the road are the homes. And then in addition to that, the last meeting we approved, you all approved the purchase and installation of 400 evergreens, which we're going to use as a buffer between us and any of our adjoining property owners. So you'll have, LED lights are designed such that so that there's minimal light pollution anyway. Then you've got a whole parking lot between that, and then you've got a row of trees which are going to grow very quickly, and then the road. So before you get to any homes, so I think we've always committed to doing that from the beginning of this project, trying to do as much as we could to buffer. And I feel like we've taken all the appropriate steps to address that.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? We did have a motion and a second, so we'll move into the roll call, please.
Commissioner Vowles? Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt?
Aye.
Commissioner Whitt?
Aye.
Mayor Staten?
Aye. Next up, we have a municipal order approving a gas supply contract.
Municipal order number 15-24, municipal order approving gas supply contract between the City of Henderson, Kentucky and Public Energy Authority of Kentucky, or PEAK, and authorizing the mayor to execute all necessary documents.
Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a motion and a second? Do we have any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Vowles?
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt?
Aye.
Commissioner Whitt?
Aye.
Mayor Staten?
Aye. Next up, we have a municipal order accepting proposal for inspection.
Municipal order number 16-24, municipal order accepting proposal for construction assistance, construction inspection services by Palmer Engineering of Winchester, Kentucky for Wathen Lane Widening Project 02-382 in the amount of $295,621, and authorizing the mayor to execute the acceptance on behalf of the City of Henderson.
All right. Do we have a motion to approve? Do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Vowles? Commissioner Thomas?
Aye.
Commissioner Pruitt?
Aye.
Commissioner Whitt?
Aye.
Mayor Staten?
Aye. Next up, we have need for executive session.
I move that the commission go into executive session pursuant to KRS 61.810F for discussion that might lead to the discipline or dismissal of an individual employee.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
We are moving into executive session.